What up, YouTube? It's me, Isaac, coming to you with another edition of my life. So I'm a huge Yu-Gi-Oh fan, as I've stated in quite a lot of my videos over the years, and I rewatched the original series and GX, sometimes 5Ds, but that's where I stopped watching the anime because the mechanics just got really weird for me to follow, so I just stopped watching the anime. So I was so I season 4 of the original Yu-Gi-Oh is just filler, and and well, I don't even know why it's filler because it's so good. I'm a huge fan of anything that has to do with dragons. And Yugi, Kaiba, and Joey having to work together is probably one of the best things that could have happened in Waking the Dragons. And that was episodes 39 and 40. The Great Beast Awakens, or it was titled something like that. And so that came after the 4-part, actually, wait, I think it was either 5 or 6-part Duel with Darts, anywhere from 4 to 6 parts. And if you know if you know the season, you'll know what Yugi and Kaima had to go through after. Well, you know what happened to Joey and Mai and little Yugi. If you've seen the season, you'll know what I'm talking about. And I think that actually kind of makes the season a little bit better because it just leads into the ceremonial duel very well because of how much Yugi had to rely on the Pharaoh, and so Yugi saving the Pharaoh was also during the Waking the Dragons arc. I think it was I can't remember the name of the title, but I know it was episodes 18 and 19, possibly 18 through 20. Wait, no, that duel was just 2 parts. And so the Pharaoh losing Yugi could have added to Yugi growing up and heading towards a ceremonial duel, which, if you know the episodes I'm talking about, it is 221 through 224. Wait, 220 through 224, because I thought they should have stretched it out to 225 episodes just to make it a round number for 25, and they stopped at 1 episode before that. I thought that was really freaking stupid. And I remember back when Waking the Dragons first came out, actually, whenever Yu-Gi-Oh came on, I would just sit and watch Yu-Gi-Oh with my deck sitting right beside me, whatever drink I was drinking, making sure it wasn't my drink was on the opposite side of where my cards were, because what kid wants their cards getting sticky from whatever drink they're drinking? And I know I sure as hell didn't want that. And So, yeah, Waking the Dragons was really my favorite season because, like I said at the beginning of this, it is, it has two of my favorite lines from Kaiba in the entire series. One of them is from the duel with darts, and it was as as the president of the major corporation, I have to do that every day. I can't remember the line that Dart said before that, which that kind of bugs me, and it's going to be an earworm until I watch the season again, or actually that episode. But I digress. And my other line is uh, from the Rise of the Great Beast or The Great Beast Awakens. I can't remember what the title is of 39 and 40, which is so at the beginning of the series, Kaiba doesn't believe in like the ancient stuff, like the Millennium items and all that stuff. But and as a kid, I could kind of see why, because well, actually, as a kid, I wish those were real. Hell, I still wish they were real. And so for Kaiba to believe that the three dragons were actually knights from Atlantis was really, really cool. And it was a really cool way to get for Kaiba to work with Joey and Yugi. Although Kaiba has dueled Yugi in the past, but he has always thought of Joey as a third-rate duelist with a fourth-rate deck, which honestly, whenever Kaiba said that, it really irked me. Although him Kaiba Kaiba is saying to Joey before Joey passed out in Evil Awakens, Evil Awakening, which was Joey's duel against Merrick. If you know, you know. That sucked. I've gone on a rant with why I completely believe that that particular duel should have ended differently. It only ended the way it did because of the Shadow Realm magic, which that was bull crap. That's all I'll say about that in this video, except for Joey should have won that. Technically, Joey won that match. In my opinion, Joey won that match. Because if all he had to do was say attack, and he would have won the match. And every duelist, past and present and future, well, actually not the future unless they watch the original Yu-Gi-Oh, but again, I digress. But every duelist from the past knows that that was one of the most bull outcomes in Yu-Gi-Oh. There were two outcomes in Yu-Gi-Oh that we never got. Joey technically beat Merrick, which I will always stand by that. Technically sick because I'm wheelchair bound. And Joey and Yugi's battle for Red Eyes. That Red Eyes one kind of irks me the most. Although they both irk me. But the reason them not showing, 4Kids not showing Joey and Yugi's duel is because in the previous episode, right before the season finale, they started the duel. Why start the duel and not finish it? I know it's been years, but I am still irritated by that, and I'm pretty sure most duelists are. It really sucks. I do still love Yu-Gi-Oh! I am still a duelist. I have done several videos on my Yu-Gi-Oh decks and my thoughts on some of the Yu-Gi-Oh games, which right now I am playing Yu-Gi-Oh. I am playing Monster Capsule. If you know, you know. Early Days Collection, third game, and I think I'm on. Let's see. I got Joey, Bakura, and Tristan's doll back. If you know what I mean. If you have played the Monster Capsule GB, you'll know what I mean. And I am working on getting Teas, which that one's gonna be kind of hard because although I do love Baby Dragon and Thousand Dragon, so the end of this one should be really sweet. Although I don't know if it'll stay a Thousand Dragon, which if it doesn't, that's gonna irritate me because of all the work I'll put into it. All the work I've already put into most of my capsule monsters. Although, then again, I did use the enhancements to power them to give every one of my 4 main capsule monsters 999 HP and 250 defense. I did not give them complete attack or speed because I thought that would be way too much. So that's what I'm waiting on. But now my attack and speed do match my defense, which is really nice that it all has in those 3 stats it has 750. And my best capsule is actually the fresh capsule I got, which is Karibo. I am actually surprised that my Karibo is my best capsule. And I don't know if Dark Magician and Blue Eyes are in the game. I think they are, but you probably have to beat the entire game, and then I don't know if there's a new game plus with it. It'd be sweet if there was, but I doubt it because it is just regular Game Boy. And yeah, I'm your host, Isaac Brummett. Please like, subscribe, share with your friends, leave a comment. Peace out, y'all. Have a good one. I know I sure as shit will. Peace out, y'all.